All right. Hello and welcome. Welcome to the class. Let's find a comfortable seat and we'll start moving after we get centered. So move around just a little bit and allow yourself to feel your presence on the mat. Close your eyes. So just getting the little things out of the way. And then as you close your eyes, pull your navel in gently and lift your pelvic floor muscles up. And then inhale, pull in the breath from the bottom, from the root, all the way up to the top of the head. And that will allow you to sit up a little bit taller. Keep your shoulders down, hold at the top, and then exhale softly without dropping your chest down. Use a Ujjayi breath if you're familiar with that. Inhale from the root all the way up to the top. Feel the expansion in the lungs, feel the lengthening of the spine, pause at the top, eyes are closed, exhale softly. And one more time, inhale through the nose, pull the navel in, find the lift through the heart, feel the expansion, and exhale softly. Feeling that connection to the breath. And as we go through the practice, continue to feel that connection to the breath. Right? The breath is the sustaining life force that allows us to move freely. We're not guaranteed any breaths, but it keeps happening. Inhalations, bring the breath in, bring prana in. And then when we exhale, we sort of say goodbye. Every time we exhale, we say goodbye. And then inhalation happens again. We're coming to a big, in a way, holiday, the summer solstice, which is happening on the 21st of June, just in a couple of days. And that's the celebration of light, celebration of life, celebration of the life force. So as we are coming closer to it, it's a good way to look at your life and decide, what am I taking with me into the light? And what am I leaving behind? What are the good practices? What are the unnecessary, old, outdated, the practices that drag you down? Maybe it's time to say goodbye to them. And then setting your intentions to continue the good practices or even bring more new practices into your daily routines. Just think about that before June 21st. All right, so as you inhale, sweep your arms out and up, reach up tall, keep your eyes closed, wiggle your fingers, keep your shoulders down. Inhale again, bring your hands together, exhale, hands to the heart. Bowing down slightly, and maybe you create your first intention right now. All right, inhale, sweep your arms out and up, reach up tall, and exhale, twist over to the right. Allow your right hand to land behind you. Coming into a twist, left hand is on your right knee, inhaling, sitting up taller, exhaling, getting deeper into the twist. Feel the sweetness of the breath holding you upright. Inhale, come back to the center, lift your wings up. Exhale, twist over to the left. Finding the depth of the twist after we found the length through the spine. Always creating more length first. Take another breath here. Exhale. And then inhale, come back, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Extend your arms out to the sides, lengthen your spine, exhale, lean forward, arms are extended. So lean forward, maybe you kind of move a little bit so your pelvis tilts forward, right? Keep your arms out, like you're leaning with your chin forward and down. Keep leaning until you can't anymore. Then bring your hands behind your back, clasp them, extend, and lift your arms away from your back. Now gently move your body, your torso from one side to the other, from one knee to the other, finding the soft stretch through the sides of the body, right? And maybe you even pause. Now, when you come through the center, unclasp your hands, bring your hands forward. Inhale, soften the belly, soften the elbows, lift your head up. Exhale, round the back and push away from the ground. Pull your navel in, keep the breath out. And on your next inhale, soften your elbows down, come into forward fold. Head is heavy. You can move the head side to side if you wish, or up and down, allowing the muscles of the neck to loosen up a little bit. Maybe if it's in small circles with your nose, you're drawing them on the floor in front of you. All right, and then gently walk back to the center and then unravel your legs. Kind of leaning back a little bit, keep your heart lifted, walk your feet closer to the body, and then lift your feet off the floor and just kind of pump your legs up and down, maybe all the way to straighten and then down, straightening and down. Yes, noticing how the muscles of the core have to fire up, right? More when you're straightening the legs, and muscles of the legs as well to support themselves against the gravity. Now come to your neutral, the parallel, shins parallel to the floor, extend the arms, plug the arms into the shoulders. Inhale, lift your arms up, exhale, twist to the right. Exhale completely here, inhale, come back to the center, exhale to the left. Exhale completely, inhale, lift your arms up, exhale, soles of the feet come together, knees open, lifting up, exhale, lean forward. You can hold onto your feet if you wish. Inhale, lengthen again, exhale, go slightly deeper and pulse. So coming into the adductors, the muscles in the inner thighs, and also the groin muscles. Good. And then softly prop yourself back up, knees together, swing the shins to the side, and come into tabletop. Place the hands underneath your shoulders. Knees need to stay on the blanket for a little bit more of support, right? Need to protect the kneecap. All right, spread your fingers wide. Inhale, soften your belly, lift your head and your tail. Exhale, round away, pushing from the ground. And continue. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. You can make the movement faster or slower. Your body and your breath will decide what needs to happen. And the movement can also be gentler and softer, right? Or you can make it more pronounced. Nobody knows better than your own body. Flexing the spine, generating more of the synovial fluid that lubricates the vertebrae, lubricates the joints. About 5 more breaths here. Continue. Maybe you're adding something else, maybe rotations of some kind. Good. And one more, finishing up. And then come back to your neutral spine. Bring your left knee just a little bit closer to the center, okay, for the balance. And then extend your right leg back. Inhale, exhale, knee comes towards your right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Inhale, extend. And as you exhale, step it between your hands. Lift your heart up. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the leg and bow. You can grab the blocks if you wish and continue the slow inhale, lunge. Exhale, pull the knee back, pull the hips back and bow. So softly opening the hip flexors and stretching the hamstrings as we go through this flow. We're all very familiar with that, so just guide yourself through that. Use a Ujjayi breath. All right, next time you come forward into a lunge. Now, if you don't have the blocks, go ahead and have the blocks. And make sure you have enough opening. Don't have them too close to the foot, okay? We're gonna bring the left leg forward in front of us, okay? So you're gonna tuck your toes, lifting you off the floor. And then go ahead and move that left leg forward. Squeeze your thighs together. Press through the heel, heart is lifted. And then keep squeezing. Maybe you lift one hand, maybe you lift both hands just for a breath, right? And then releasing them back down, step back into a lunge. All right, inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, straighten the leg, bow down. Exhale here, just hold this pose for a couple more breaths. Good, one more. All right, bend the knees, release the knees to the floor. And then you can move the blocks out of the way just a little bit to the side, come to tabletop. Soften the belly, lift the head and the tail. Inhale, exhale, round and push away. Now inhale, soften the belly, lift the head and the tail. Make sure tops of the feet are down. Flatten up your spine and then press into the tops of the feet, lift your knees off the floor. Inhale here, spread the fingers, exhale, release the knees down. Step the right knee a little closer to the center and extend your left leg back. Point the toes, inhale, exhale, knee comes to the left elbow. Inhale, extend the leg, exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, extend the leg, exhale, step it between your hands. All right, here you can grab the blocks and start flowing. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Feel the breath move the body. We will have the longest day on June 21st. Most of the light coming, right? So maybe you have a special ritual or a ceremony. If you have some crystals, maybe you would want to charge them with the sun, with the sunlight. Setting intention with that, right? So every time you hold that crystal afterwards, it's not the crystal itself, it's the intention that speaks to you, that makes you more powerful, right? And also setting intentions on the day will make them more powerful, will activate them. A few more breaths here. All right, so next time when you come forward into a lunge, prepare to extend, bring your right leg forward. So tuck your toes, lift the knee off the floor, and then extend that leg forward, squeeze your thighs, flex the foot, sit up tall, and then just kind of lessen up the pressure or the hold on the blocks. Maybe you lift your hands, inhale, and then release the hands down, step back into a lunge. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, straighten your front leg and bow down. We're going to be here for 2 breaths here. So hold, inhale, exhale. One more, inhale, exhale. All right, bend the knees, release the knee to the floor, and then move the blocks out of the way. Open your knees wide and bring your big toes together. All right, now walk your hands forward a lot. As you inhale, you're going to drop the pelvis, push away from the ground so you do not bring your shoulders down, right? So, or up rather. Move away, lift your head towards the toes. Exhale, push back to child's pose. And continue flowing here. Inhale, forward, pelvis drops, toes and head lift. Exhale, you push back. 3 more times. Inhale, coming forward. Keep those shoulders down. One last time. And then when you push back to child's, you can walk your hands closer to you and surrender into the child's pose. Maybe you first move a little bit side to side and then surrender, or just go ahead and release the head down. Feel free to make a pillow with your hands or bring the forehead to the mat. Couple of deep breaths here into the back of the lungs. Feel how you expand that area, right? Right underneath the lungs, we have kidneys, and on top of kidneys, we have adrenals, right? When we run ourselves in circles,
figuratively speaking, right? We get really stressed out, we get fatigued, adrenals get stressed out. So we need to relax. We need to fill that area with light, with space, directing the breath to go there to heal, because breath has this magical quality of healing. Right, so if you have a place in your body that you want healing to happen, send that healing light to that area and imagine the white, brilliant light streaming there, healing whatever inflammation there may be, whatever fatigue there may be, cooling it off, taking the unnecessary out when you exhale into the Mother Earth, which will take it and transmute it. Another soft breath here. Exhale. And then extend the arms forward. And let's come into first down dog. So move the blanket out of the way now. Set it to the side and then walk your dog. Bending one knee, pressing the opposite heel down. Anything that wants to happen here, walk it out. Stretch your spine, spread your fingers, lengthen your spine, pull your navel in, send your sitting bones up high. Very good, guys. You look great. All right. As you inhale, come forward to plank. Pull your navel in and kind of push away from the ground. And then exhale back to down dog. Come up on the tippy toes and walk forward. Small step, straight legs, like you're sauntering forward. And then when you come to the front of the mat, stay on the balls of the feet. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, rock back onto your heels. And the torso is going lower, right? So you really feel your hamstrings. Inhale on the balls of the feet, come up to halfway, just basically straightening the spine. Exhale, rock back to the heels, bowing down. One more time, inhale on the balls, lift the heart. Exhale, bow down, walk to the heels. And then release the feet flat to the floor. Inhale, come up halfway, hands to your thighs. Press your hands into the thighs, lengthen forward, finding that 90-degree angle. Inhale again, exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, come up full height, and exhale, hands to the heart. Keep your eyes closed, release your arms down by your sides. Gently move your body side to side. Lift your toes as you're doing that, so you feel how you're pressing through the balls of the feet. Deep breaths here. Feel that connection to the ground. And another thing that is very important, finding that connection to the ground, literally. So when you're at home, step outside, bare feet, right? On the grass, on the dirt, whatever you have around your home, your house, and just stand there basking in the light, drawing the energy, the healing powers of the earth. We come from the earth, the material body. So if we want healing, we need to feel that connection. We get disassociated from the earth, right? And if you want to look more into that, Google earthing. There's been a lot of scientific research about how it helps with inflammation in the body, and it takes it out if you just lie down on the ground. All right, so stop the movement, release your feet down, and press down to rise up. Your kneecaps lift, your hip points lift, your sternum lifts. Shoulders release down away from your ears, palms face forward. You can wiggle your fingers a little bit, just notice the fingers being alive. And then very gentle lift in the hip points, lengthen your tail. Let go of the glutes, sternum is lifted. Take a deep breath here and breathe it out through the nose. All right, inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Hands together, exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, come up full height. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more, inhale, arms out and up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. And exhale, hands to the heart again. All right. Now inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, fold down.
Inhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Heart lift here. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, shift your weight forward to plank. Exhale, lower your knees, chest and chin. Inhale, scoop up to cobra, and exhale to down dog. As you inhale, step your right foot forward into a lunge. And as you exhale, release your left knee down. Inhale, lift your arms up and your torso up, coming up into low crescent. Breathe, release the shoulders down. Inhale. Now as you exhale, bring your hands to the heart. Tuck your back toes, lifting you off the floor. So coming into a high lunge. Now lift the heart up, inhale. Exhale, lean forward, twist over to the right, hook your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Keep squeezing your hands together, lengthening. And from the length, you rotate from the waist. Beautiful. Inhale. As you exhale, gaze down, release your hands to the floor, step forward. Inhale, half lift, flat back, exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, fold right back down. Inhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Exhale, right foot back to down dog. Inhale, shift your weight forward to plank. Exhale, lower your knees, chest and chin. Inhale, scoop up to cobra, and exhale to down dog. As you inhale, step your left foot forward into a lunge. Exhale, right knee down. Inhale, sweep your arms forward and up, come up into a low lunge, shoulders stay down. Exhale here. Inhale again. Exhale, hands to the heart. Tuck your back toes, lifting you off the floor. Find yourself that you can sustain yourself here, right? Inhale. Exhale, lean forward and twist over to the left. Hook your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Keep squeezing your hands so you can rotate your torso more towards the left. After you lengthened it, inhale. And then as you exhale, gaze down, hands to the floor, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Keep your eyes open now, find a focal point, hands stay at the heart, and then step your left foot back, 3/4 of a leg length. Ground your back heel. Good. Inhale, lift your arms up, come up into your warrior one. Soften your shoulders down, hips face to the front. Try bend your front knee. Good. So you feel the stretch through the calf muscles of your back leg. Inhale. And then as you exhale, lean forward. About when your torso becomes parallel to the floor, hands come to the back, clasp them, extend the arms. From here, we'll move to warrior three, unless you want to stay here, okay? So if you don't want to get into warrior three, stay. Otherwise, shift your weight onto your right foot, extend the left back, flex that foot, press back through the heel. Keep your arms extended, right? Unless you need them down for support. Keep lengthening forward through the crown of the head. Now, unclasp your hands, bring them to the heart, and bend your knees and step fully into a lunge, all the way back. Not warrior one legs anymore, just full lunge. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, soften your shoulders down. A few breaths here. Use a J breath. Do not use your mouth here because you want to keep the energy in. Right. Now, inhale. Exhale, hands come to the front of the mat. Step back to plank, lower to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. All right, take a few breaths here. Now is the time to side out if you need to, right? We have accumulated some energy and we needed it as we were moving, because when we do more intense poses, we really need to contain that energy, right? So when we come into the poses such as down dog or forward fold, we can reset, release the excess energy. And now when you look forward between your hands and beyond as you inhale, and then exhale, bend the knees, step or jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right, so pause here, hands at the heart. Step your right foot back, 3/4 of a leg length. Prepare for warrior one. Right, so make sure hips face to the front, left hip crease is bent, and front knee is bent as well.
left hip creases back rather. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, soften your shoulder blades. Take another breath here, inhale. And then as you exhale, lean forward, arms go behind you. Clasp with the opposite thumb on top, okay? So it may feel a little unusual. Extend the arms, squeeze the shoulders. Feel free to stay in this pose. This is a great pose. Otherwise, shift your weight forward onto your left leg, extend the right, straighten your standing leg, pressing back through your right heel, forward through the crown of the head. Feel free to lift your arms off the floor. Off the back. Now unclasp your hands, bring them to the heart, bend the knees, step way back into a lunge, and then sweep your arms out and up. Coming up into the crest, and soften your shoulder blades, but the arms stay straight. Maybe you go deeper into the knee. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back to plank and flow. You choose what flow you're using. Come back to down dog. And from down dog, we'll take a few breaths in child's pose. So soften your knees down, open them wide, big toes together, and then allow your hips to descend in the direction of your heels. Once again, softening and sighing it out. All right, take another deep breath, side out. And then lift your head to see where you're going. Lift your hips, tuck your toes, come up into down dog. So make sure your feet are about hip widths apart, right? And then as you inhale, shift your weight forward to plank, and then come on tops of the feet. Allow your pelvis to soften down. So we're coming into up dog. And then rock your body sideways. So you're coming like you're looking over your shoulders. If that is too much, just stay in down dog or cobra. And then roll over the toes, come back to down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. Exhale, step it forward into a lunge. Pivot the back foot, make it parallel to the short edge of the mat. Cartwheel your arms, come up to warrior two. Beautiful. Check your feet alignment. Front heel is looking at the back instep of the back heel. Front toes face straight. Press your front knee back, Jai. Good. And then lift your hip points, lengthen the tail, go deeper. Arms extend. All right. Time to set the intention. So gaze forward, turn your thumb up. Bring your back hand forward. Imagine you're going to pull, string the bow, right? So you think of an intention first. And then you make like you're holding onto it. Inhale and you pull it back, thinking that intention. Inhale, exhale, go deeper. Look at your thumb. Inhale, keep your back elbow up. Exhale, two more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Actually, let's do one more. So we'll have 5. Inhale, exhale, reverse your warrior. Back hand to your back thigh. Front one lifts up. Front knee stays bent. Keep pressing the knee towards the back, away from the front of the body. And then inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale. Now bend the front elbow, place the forearm on top of your thigh. Do not lie on top of it. You're using it just as a lever to push the knee away, push the thigh away. Sweep your back arm down and over your ear, come into extended side angle. Rotate your chest up, find a lot of expansion through the side of the body. Very good. So if you want to stay here, stay here. Otherwise, we're going to come into half moon. So if you're coming into half moon, top of your top hand, come onto your hip, gaze down, step your back foot a little closer, grab a block, place the block about 10 inches in front of your front toes, and the inner part of the block aligned with the pinky. Shift your weight forward, lift your back leg up, and then turning the toes out, open your hips, open your chest, and lift your arm up. Keep lengthening the body and the legs. The more length you can create in this pose, the more stability you will and balance you will gain. Keep opening your heart. Inhale. And then as you exhale, come to forward fold. Shake your legs out. All right, hands to the floor, walk your feet back to down dog. Stretch your spine, walk it out. And then step your, let's do the same, right leg forward. And then pivot on your feet, start walking your hands towards the middle of the mat, lengthwise, make your feet parallel to each other. I'm gonna come into wide-legged forward fold. So pigeon toe your feet, heels are out, toes are in. Bend your hands underneath your shoulders, bend your knees a little bit, look forward with your heart, inhale. Exhale, straighten your legs and bow. Go deeper into that. Hands may walk back, or you can hold on to your big toes, or your shins. Now, head is heavy. You can even shake your head slightly side to side. Release your shoulders. Just allow gravity to pull you deeper. All right, with your next inhale, start walking your hands forward until they are underneath your shoulders, and then walk them quarter turn to the right until you come to the front of the mat. Step back to plank and flow. Choosing your own flow, take a few breaths in down dog, and then we'll do the other side, standing poses. All right, so when you're ready, as you inhale, lift your left leg up behind you. Exhale, step it forward into a lunge. Pivot your back foot, make it parallel to the short edge of the mat. Cartwheel your arms, come up to warrior two. Check your feet alignment. Front heel is looking at the back instep or the back heel. Lift your hip points, lengthen your tail, go deeper. Arms extend, parallel to the ground. Now turn your thumbs up, look forward. Bring your back hand to the front and think of your intention. Could be the same or could be different. Now make like you're curling your fingers around the bow, and then inhale and think that intention, pull it back, the string back. Look at your thumb, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, go deeper, inhale, exhale, go deeper, inhale, exhale, go deeper. One more breath, inhale, exhale, go deeper, and then release and come up into peaceful warrior. Feel the stretch through the side of the body. Really opening yourself up. Beautiful, guys. Back toes are slightly in. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, and then transition into extended side angle, literally as the transitional pose, right? Or the pose to hold if you wish. So extend the arm, open your heart, open the chest, breathing deeply. And then if you wish to move into half moon, top hand will go into your top hip. Gaze down, step your back foot a little closer, grab a block with your left hand and place it about 10 inches in front of your front foot. The inner part of the block is aligned with your pinky toe. Shift your weight forward, lift your back leg, and then open your foot out, rotate your hips up or out to the side, lift your arm, breathe. The more you press back through the heel and forward through the crown of the head, finding the length, the more balanced you will be. So keep lengthening. Up through the fingertips, down through the other fingertips. Inhale, and then exhale to forward fold. Oh, shake your legs out. All right. All right, walk your feet back to down dog. And if you wish to flow, feel free to flow. Last chance to do that.
All right, so from here, we're gonna come into fallen triangle. So bring your left knee to your chest, shifting your weight like to plank forward, and then extend that left leg out to the right. So the outer edge of your left foot is on the floor. Okay, and then you're gonna bring the hips down. So your left hip comes down, and then extend the right leg, look back, so you're in about 90-degree angle between your legs. And then come down, so you feel the stretch through your outer hip. Okay, here you can rock back and forth. You'll stretch your IT band in the glutes. You can also do the rocking with the back toes tucked and the hips lifted. A little bit more intense because you have to engage your core, right? And you can do both. You can try rocking this a few times and then release the hips and continue rocking here. And then rock forward. Open your elbows, hands together, chest down. Release your chest, release your chin. And we're just gonna take a few soft but deep breaths here, surrendering into the pose. If you have any kind of issues with sciatic nerve, this is a really good pose to practice, but it may be intense for you to begin with, right? So be really mindful. If you feel too much intensity, you can slide the leg a little bit down. That will take a level of intensity down. The higher you bring the leg, the more you'll feel it in the outer hip. And just one more soft breath here. All right. Lift your heart and prop yourself up with your hands first. Tuck your toes, lifting you up, lift the hips up, and then step back to down dog. Walk it out, and then we'll do the other side. All right. So as you inhale, let's go ahead and lift the left leg up, or right leg up. Exhale, bring the knee towards your heart, coming to a plank, and then move the leg out to the left. All right. And as you move the leg to the left, go ahead and release the right hip down. Whew. Okay, back leg is straight back. Turn the belly down, come down first onto your forearms, and then gently rock back and forth. I feel my glutes. I had 3 hours of salsa and bachata dancing last night.
This is a good massage for them.
Yes, it is. So if you want to lift your hips and continue rocking, I'm actually enjoying a more vigorous practice. So I hope you guys are enjoying too, especially as we're moving into the solstice, that activation is really good. All right, so when you feel complete with that, you're gonna come down and relax, right? So bring your hands together, elbows out, and soften your chest down. And feel free to bring your cheek to the hands as well. Maybe untuck your back toes. A few more breaths here. So letting go. Can be intense, right? Sometimes we have to burn in the fire of transformation. All right, tapas for you, right? So start propping up, hands down, tuck your back toes, lift the hips up, and step back to down dog. Walk it out. One last time. Stretch your spine, bend your knees, lengthen the spine, lengthen your hamstrings, press the heels down. And then when you're ready, softly bend the knees, release to the floor. And let's come into staff pose, legs extended to the front of the mat, sitting up tall. Move the flesh from behind. Just allow your legs to be energized. Sit up tall. Flex your feet. Lift your heart up. Move your shoulders back. Open up your heart. Breathe deeply. Now open your eyes, find a block. Take the block with your hands and you can hold it like that. So palms pressed into, or you can hold it like that, whichever. This is more difficult to press into that. So lift your arms up, inhale, lengthen, exhale, lean back. Hold the block, hold the block. Inhale here, exhale, lean forward. Move your block possibly beyond your feet, right? And kind of press it. Now you can hold it in a different way. Just push it against your feet. So you kind of feel how you're stretching your hamstrings a little bit more, right? If that is accessible to you. If not, you can have the block in front and just hold on to your shins, right? So one more breath here, inhale. And then as you exhale, release the block, release your hands, surrender down into the forward fold. Here you can round your back and allow the head to go down. Notice what's happening with your feet. You guys hot? You want some air? Yeah. Notice what's happening with your feet. Are they inadvertently rotating towards each other? If they are, squeeze your inner thighs together, all right? And you will notice how the feet will straighten up. Take another deep breath in, exhale. And then hands on the floor, walk yourself up to seated, sit up tall, lift up your heart, and then bend the knees and hug your knees in. So your back will want to kind of round when you're hugging forward, right? So see if you can lengthen up and then come on the tippy toes, pulling the knees in, so we're balancing here. Now open the knees, reach with your right peace fingers and grab your big toe, straighten the leg. And then if you want to open it out, feel free to open it out. Keep the heart lifted so we're not rounding the back here. Very good. Bend the knee, hug it in, reach with your left peace fingers, grab your left big toe, straighten the leg. As much as the leg wants to straighten, right? Maybe you use a belt for it or hold on to the shin, or a knee is bent, that's fine, especially if you're a beginner. Okay, inhale, exhale, bend the knee, reach with both hands, make sure you do not round your back. Straighten your legs, open them out, keep your heart lifted. Keep your gaze focused on something that's not moving. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, soles of the feet together, slow motion, knees open. Release your feet down. All right, move the flesh from behind. Hold on to your shins. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend the elbows and pull yourself forward. And then you're kind of hugging the elbows around. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull. And here you can either hold or you can pulse a little bit. All right, release the hands down, gently prop yourself up to seated, extend your left leg, cross your right foot to the outside of your left knee. Either have your left leg straight or feel free to bend the knee, But if you do bend the knee, make sure you can drop your right hip down, okay? If it's lifted off the floor, then extend the left leg. Okay, so position yourself where you can sustain yourself. Pull the knee closer, press the inner arch down. Inhale, lift your arms, find more length through the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Good. Finding more length here with every inhale. And traveling deeper with the exhale. Softly untwist to the center, extend the legs, step the knees out. And then bend your left knee, sole of the foot comes to the outside of your right knee. And then either keep your right leg straight or bend. Now wiggle around, make sure left hip is grounded, right? Pull the knee close, press the inner arch down. And then inhale, lift, lengthen, exhale, twist to the left. Hugging the knee closer to you. Keep your heart lifted. Very good. Soften your shoulders, soften your jaw. Take another breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, softly untwist. Extend the legs, step the knees out. All right, let's come into a cross-legged seat. Sit up tall. We did a lot of hip building activities, so we'll use some cooling breath. So sit up tall, hands on your knees, pull your navel in, lift your pelvic floor muscles up, keep your shoulders down. Inhale fully. Exhale. Now inhale all the way up. Pause at the top. Then exhale 1/3 of the way. Exhale 2/3. Exhale all the way out. Push it out, out, out. Pull your navel in. Pause at the bottom. And then inhale fully. One long inhalation. And then we'll do incremental exhale. Pause at the top. Exhale 1/3. And with time, we'll learn how to measure, right? Exhale 2/3. Exhale the rest of it all the way out. So notice if you're leaving too much to breathe out at the bottom. Breathe out, out, out. All right, pause at the bottom. Inhale fully. Pause at the top, feel yourself like full of the breath, and then exhale 1/3. Exhale 2/3. Exhale all the way out. Push the breath out, out, out. Pause at the bottom. 2 more times. Inhale all the way up. Pause at the top. Turn your gaze to your third eye. Feel the twinkling there. And then exhale 1/3. Exhale 2/3. Exhale all the way out, out, out. Squeeze your navel in. Push all the breath out. Hold it out. One last time. Inhale fully. Inflate. Hold. Exhale 1/3. Exhale 2/3. Exhale all the way out. Push it out, out. Squeeze your belly button in. Pull the navel in. No breath at the bottom. And then release and inhale. Notice the effects. Feel the peace, the calmness, serenity that envelops you like a blanket. Knowing that you can use this breath at home, anywhere, you don't really need a guidance for it, right? Inhaling fully to the top and then exhaling incrementally
in 3 parts. And you don't need to strain. So if you need to hold it for less time, feel free to hold it for less time until you develop the lung capacity and until you increase the lung capacity to hold it longer, right? There shouldn't be a lot of strain there. You're not supposed to faint or feel lightheaded or see, stars in front of you. So just make sure there is no strain. All right, so open your eyes, come down onto your belly. All right, so as you come into the belly, prop yourself with the elbows. Pelvis is grounded and tops of the feet are grounded. Walk your hands forward and push away. Arms are extended. So your belly button is either barely touching or lifted off the floor. Now we're gonna come into a more deep back bend, right? So if you want to stay here, feel free to stay. Otherwise, bring your hands slightly closer and push away from the floor. So now your belly button may be lifted, right? Shoulders are down away from your ears. Good. If you feel like you're okay and you want still more, hands come a little closer, push away. Breathe. In yin yoga, this is called seal pose. Really good to work on the muscles of the back. Keep your neck kind of loose. We're not engaging the neck muscles here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, bend the elbows, hands come together and release down. Bend your knees, windshield wiper your shins to release the compression in the back. Maybe your chin will come down or your cheek. Now, keep your knees bent. Come up into, like you're coming into Sphinx pose. So elbows underneath your shoulders. If that creates too much pressure in your lower back, extend the legs, okay? Because it's more intense. This is a combination of bow and Sphinx, I guess. So pull yourself forward and have your toes facing back, feet are flexed. So keep pulling yourself forward like in the Sphinx. To release too much pressure, you can walk your elbows slightly forward. Otherwise, keep pulling yourself forward. Inhale. Now bring your hands together, clasp them together, extend the legs, tuck your toes. Make sure your elbows underneath your shoulders. Do not open them too wide, okay? So they're right under. Pull your navel in, lift up into the plank pose, forearm plank. And then lift your hips up. Walk your feet close to you. So we're coming into the dolphin pose. Lift your hips, walk your feet, and then soften your chest towards your thighs. So you push your chest towards your thighs. If you want more, lift your one leg up, like right leg up, for example. And release it down, lift the opposite leg up. Release it down, walk your feet back until you come into forearm plank. And then soften the pelvis down, open your hands, pull yourself into Sphinx, just regular Sphinx now. Very good. All right, hands together, elbows out, soften down, bend the knees, windshield wiper, release your chin down on your cheek. And a few soft breaths. All right, extend the legs back and roll onto your back. All right, so when you come into the back, first things first, bend the knees, bring them into your chest and just gently rock a few times side to side. Massage the muscles in your back, release the pressure, release the tension in the body. Side out.
So this is a really good counter pose for the back bends that we have done, because we're rounding the back now a little bit and stretching the muscles there. Okay, stop rocking. Lift your legs straight up. So feet are facing the sky, arms down by your sides. And flex your feet so that your toes are really curling up towards your chest. Heels are pressing up towards the sky. Now point your toes and open the legs into a V, as much as the legs would go. Inhale there. Exhale, legs together, flex, press your heels up. Inhale, point the toes, open the legs into a V. Exhale, legs together, flex. One last time. Point your toes, open them out as you inhale. Exhale, legs together, flex. And then bend the knees, release the feet down. And cross your right knee on top of your left, extend your arms out to the sides. Press that left foot into the ground, lift your hips and scoot them a couple of inches to the right, and then lower your knees to the left. Keep your right shoulder grounded. And here you can turn your head to the right as well. And breathe. Keep the breath soft. Releasing the tension out of the body, allowing it to be, like it's softly seeping out and going into the Mother Earth that will take it and transmute it. Feel yourself present. And even though you may feel exhausted from the physical exercise, still feel the vibrancy of the body. Like every cell is alive. Feel the breath gently move through the body. With your next inhale, lift your knees, unravel the legs, realign your spine, and we're going to come to the other side. So place your left knee on top of your right, press that right foot into the ground, lift your hips, scoot them to the left a couple of inches, and then lower your knees to the right. Feel free to turn your head over to the left, away from the knees. Close your eyes and soften. Soften into the pose. Allow the gravity to do whatever is needed to be done here. We're not engaging anything in this pose. We're just letting go, surrendering. And stay in this pose for at least 90 seconds so that fascia can stretch. All right, when you are ready, gently lift your knees up, unravel the legs, realign your spine. And then bring both knees into the chest, give them a gentle squeeze, rock the body a few times side to side. Once again, massaging the muscles that are aligning the back, spine. And then maybe happy baby, maybe shoulder stand, anything that wants to happen before Shavasana, right? Something that you really maybe wanted to do and we haven't done. So come into the pose for a few breaths. Allow yourself to let go in that pose as well, whatever you are doing. And when you feel complete, start preparing for Shavasana. Grab whatever props you may need to grab. Find a blanket if you need one, maybe a bolster. And then extend the legs down onto the mat, extend the arms down by your sides. And of course, the eyes are closed. Inhale softly. Exhale. Allow yourself to go deeper within. The breath is already taking you there. All you have to do is let go. Surrender to it.
Now take a slightly deeper breath in. Feeling how the breath starts to create stirrings within you. Feel how it activates your body, how the heart starts beating a little faster, how the lungs expand, how everything wants to breathe, right? The whole body wants to breathe. So breathe fully. Filling up the lungs. And then allow the breath to manifest itself. So move your fingers, move your toes. When you feel ready, gently bend the knees, roll over to the side. Slowly transitioning to the wakeful state, coming into the fetal pose, noticing the breath. And when ready, extend the top leg and prop yourself up with your arms. Come up to a seated position with your legs crossed and your eyes closed. Sit up tall, pull the navel in, lift the heart up. And as you inhale, spread your wings wide, breathing in, inviting light to come into the body, feeling yourself as the light being. Inhale again, and exhale, bring your hands to the heart, bowing down to the light within you that is already shining brightly, allowing it to shine with every breath. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.